Happy Wednesday. Good to be here. I'm still in my undecorated office, so it looks like I should have, I don't know, like a inmate number or something up against this wall and a height chart. So bear with me. I'm not coming to you from my house anymore. I am working from Studio Works. So if you are in Dallas and interior designer or related industry, we've started up a co-working space. And so one of these days I'll probably be kicked out of the office, but in the meantime, I need to add a plant and some decor behind me. Hello, Miss Hallie. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I just replied to your Voxer too, by the way. So thank you guys for being here. If you are here live, please go ahead and type in the chat that you're here live and let me know where you are, where you live. Let me know where you're watching from. If you are here on a replay, please go ahead and type in replay. We do track what topics get what level of interest. So if you're here, it helps us to plan for future content. So my name is Michelle Lynn, and I am the owner of ML Interiors Group, which is an award-winning design firm in Dallas, Texas. And because we've got that business up and running itself, basically, with my badass team, of course, not on its own, but with my team, the flexibility allows me to step into a role that I love, and that is to offer mentorship, education to interior designers. My sweet spot is truly for individuals who've maybe just barely hit 6 figures in revenue and want to learn how to scale their business into multiple 6 figures with profit, not just a lot of hard work and passion. So that's who I am. So I go live here once a week in the Interior Designers Business Launchpad. If you're not aware, I also have a podcast. It is called Design for the Creative Mind, which is kind of like my overall platform. We have a paid program called the Interior Design Business Bakery. So anywho, let's talk about our topic today, install day. And install day can really make or break your sanity, okay? It's always good to get there. But install day is really, it can be a couple different things. You can have multiple installations over the course of a project, okay, depending on the phases that you have created for that size of project. Or if furniture is just back ordered and you want to install everything that's in and then deliver the other stuff later. Either way, it's important that you plan ahead, because this is just, I mean, this is what we all live for, right? Seeing the space transform. By planning ahead, obviously, you're going to want to schedule it with your client. And regardless of whether you do the big reveal for your clients and all the things or not, I definitely recommend that they're not there. It's awkward, like if the mover hits the wall accidentally, you know, whether or not it makes a nick or a dent or not, it's just awkward to have the clients there. If they have their kids, they can get in the way, they can get hurt. So we generally suggest our clients are not present. Depending on the size of the project, you might just buy them like a massage, get them out of the house for a couple of hours. Or just whatever works based on your project, the project size, scope, budget, and so forth. So also you are going to want to schedule your delivery service. Now, let's talk a little bit about a receiver. Yes, a massage or other fun gift. Thank you. Another option, wait, where was I? Another thing you're going to want to pre-plan is if you are buying to the trade items, you are most likely having everything shipped to what's called a receiver, okay? The receiver receives it, stores it, delivers it, and installs it. Okay, so you want to coordinate with your receiver. They should be asking you questions like how many floors are there, how many rooms are we installing, and so forth. So be prepared for that. What I suggest is for each room that you're installing furniture in is give them the floor plan. Okay, give them the floor plan so that the installers can get furniture roughly where it belongs. If it's a large project, you may not be available to be in every room at every moment, so they can basically guide themselves until you go back and have them zhuzh it. If you can, have an assistant there with you, okay? If nothing else, just to help direct traffic or help to finalize not the decisions, but to guide the movers where it needs to go, possibly to help dust and things along that line. We have really changed up our level of effort as we have navigated and grown and become more of a sophisticated firm. So I strongly suggest that you find a receiver that will get in there and adjust the carpet or adjust the rugs exactly where you want it. Okay, our receivers now, we're not really lifting a finger. So I don't have to move the couch and zhuzh it to where it needs to be. What we're doing is we're telling them, hey, this looks great, but it really needs to go down a half an inch. It feels weird to me, okay, just to me, because I'm not one that I'd rather do it myself. Okay, let's just be honest. I'd rather do it myself. But in this instance, a good receiver, it's absolutely not a problem. That's their job. They will move it an inch here and there, half an inch here and there. They'll get the furniture down exactly where it needs to be. Okay. A good receiver will potentially hang your arch and sometimes even your window treatments. However, if yours doesn't, you should have a professional art installer hanging your art. Budget for it, okay? A professional art installer is worth their weight in gold. And here's the deal, your client pays for it. The client does not want me making Swiss cheese out of their wall. Okay, I used to hang art, I used to hang window treatments. If you are doing that, set a goal to increase the level of sophistication of your installations, okay? You're not the one painting, you're not the one hanging the art, you're not the one hanging the window treatments, you were the one creating the design and overseeing its implementation, okay? It looks like we've got a few more people here with us, so if you're here live, I'd love to know where you're from. Just drop a little note in the comments. If above my head, there should be a little duck. If you will grant StreamYard access to your profile, I can say hello. For example, there was a Facebook user who said it was a great idea at 12:04 or 4 minutes after the hour. And I don't know who you are, but I appreciate your comment. So if you're here live, just drop a note in there and saying, hey, this is where I'm from. If you're here watching a replay, just a reminder, please drop a note in there. We've got Greenville, South Carolina. Good. I love hearing this. Thank you for being here. So we are at the going back to the installation. Some things to make sure that you have, okay, is obviously comfortable shoes. Okay, you want comfortable shoes. You want your floor plans and your project binder. Louisville, Texas. Hello, Louisville. Oh, and Naples, Florida. Good to see you. Oh, dealing with a nightmare client. I'm sorry to hear that. That's tough. So comfy shoes. Make sure you have. Now, if this house is a new build and nobody's been living there, you might need to bring some toilet paper. Okay, just being honest, it's not always a glamorous job. You'll want to make sure you have snacks and water. And then if it's hot, so Louisville, Naples, Greenville, you all get hot. We all get hot and sticky in the summertime. I always bring extra water, some Gatorade, and put it in a cooler specifically for our installers. Okay, they appreciate it. You also want to have cash on hand to tip them. Okay, it's really, in my opinion, it's very important to take care of that extra circle of partners that help you. Okay, so you can tip the movers. I generally don't tip our art installers or our drapery hangers. Okay, I think that's their job. So they generally get paid what they get paid, and they'll invoice us. We will bring the little, I don't think I have any here with me, but the little felt pads for some furniture. Oftentimes our receiver has it, but sometimes we'll just go ahead and bring it. And then we'll also, one of the things that's a really big detail in my opinion is if it's an all day installation, making sure that you order lunch for the crew. Okay. Order lunch, whether you have it Grubhubbed into you or whether you run down to Chick-fil-A or whatever and get that and bring it back, you want to go ahead and specifically take their order and bring that back for them. It goes a long way. In my opinion, we just want to spoil them. Okay. That way they want to keep coming back and they want to keep working for us and they send their best crew and everybody's just saying, yeah, that's a great designer to work with. Don't be one of those designers that is just like, oh, poo poo, you guys are the hired help. You don't like being treated that way by your clients. So we don't want to treat other individuals that way as well. So you also want to have your, probably your design presentation, because oftentimes the design presentation was given months ago. You'll want to go back and refresh yourself maybe the night before, a couple days before. If you're running with your hair on fire sometimes or dealing with a nightmare client, there are sometimes things that are going to distract you and you may or may not remember. So I definitely recommend reviewing that. We don't bring like a feather duster or something along that line, or Swiffer. That's usually easier. The Swiffer pads, and then you can just wipe down anything. But again, our receivers have been, I think that's the key to our installation day, is just having a badass delivery crew and communicating with them and taking good care of them, taking good care of the client. So another thing that we like to do is sometimes we're there when they walk in the door, sometimes we're not. Okay, it varies. If we're not there to welcome them into their new home, we especially like to leave them a little gift. So it could be a branded bottle of Prosecco, a fruit basket. There are some times where we will bring them a pre-made dinner or something along that line. So it's just something, here's the deal, you need to factor this into your design fee. This doesn't come out of your profit. You can factor it into your design fee. But leaving them a little gift or a candle or something along that line, it's those extra touches that really go a long way in creating an experience for your client. And think about this, okay? And I'm probably going to end on this. The client can go to Restoration Hardware. Okay. Now we know that it's not going to be the same as if you create a custom design for them. They can go to Restoration Hardware. They can go to Lulu in Georgia, or just like all these other places, put something together that's beautiful. Okay. It's not a design like what you do, but what we bring is not only the beautiful finale, but it's the experience along the way. Okay. So those little extra touches are very helpful. A plug for my paid program, the Interior Design Business Bakery, we literally go through every single step of a project from the initial phone call through the punch list. And we talk about where you can enhance the experience for the client. So that's been something that I feel is very much part of our DNA at ML Interiors Group, and it is part of our success and solid reputation. So, hey, Sonia, good to see you. Thank you for giving StreamYard access to your name so I can actually talk to you. Yes, it's a memorable experience. And oftentimes when you provide them with a smooth installation day, you're in, you're out, you're prepared, you've got a professional crew. Okay, don't go hire, movers and brothers just off the street. This needs to be white glove. Okay, this is something you're charging your client for, so don't go cheap. And don't let them go cheap if they're questioning that. But this is where their memories are made. All of the difficult times that might have led up to it, delays in furniture, things that are broken, or anything along that line, those are going to be a distant memory compared to their experience on the installation. So have fun. It's also great content to put on your Instagram, okay? Just the exciting aspect of it, because our clients, our prospective clients, this is what they watch. This is what they're watching on HGTV, even though we know that that shit's not real, okay? So don't skimp on your installation day. It's very important. And then one more plug, especially for you in Louisville. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you would like to have a community of interior designers and builders and architects and general contractors and landscape designers and that type of a nucleus to work with on a regular basis, we have created a co-working location. It's in Addison. It's called Studio Works. So any of you guys can go check out studioworks.space. It's our flagship location. If this works, we might be coming to a city near you. But in the meantime, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, please come check us out. We are going to have sorry, I'm looking over here at my team. They're about to go to a client. We are about to have an open house on June the 8th. So if you're around, we'd love to see you. So thank you for being here for the live today on Wednesday. And I hope you all have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And I will see you not this upcoming week. We're going to be out of town. Hallie and I are actually going to be in Austin, Texas for a conference, and look forward to bringing you more content the second half of the year and going into 2024 is what we're planning for. So thank you for being here. If you're here on a replay, don't forget to type replay. And for those of you who are here live, thanks for saying hello. I will see you guys soon.